Today our topic is the most misunderstood Stoic concepts. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that has gained a lot of attention in recent years, but many people misunderstand its core ideas. Often, people think Stoicism is about suppressing emotions, being cold, or not caring about life. This is not true. Stoicism is about understanding what you can control and what you cannot, and living a life of virtue, courage, and wisdom. Let's talk about some of the most misunderstood Stoic concepts and what they really mean. The first misunderstood concept is that Stoicism is about being emotionless. People often think Stoics don't feel emotions, or that they try to hide them. This is not the case. Stoics believe emotions are natural, and we should not ignore them. Instead, we should understand them and not let them control us. For example, if you feel angry, a Stoic would not say, "Don't be angry." Instead, they would say, "Why are you angry? Is this something you can control? If not, let it go. If yes, act wisely." Stoicism teaches us to feel emotions but not to be ruled by them. It's about balance, not suppression. Another misunderstood idea is that Stoicism means accepting everything without action. Some people think Stoics just sit back and let life happen to them. This is far from the truth. Stoicism is about taking responsibility for what you can control. For example, if you are in a difficult situation, a Stoic would not say, "This is fate, so I will do nothing." Instead, they would say, "What can I do to improve this situation? What actions can I take to make things better?" Stoicism encourages action, but it also teaches us to accept the results of our actions, whether they are good or bad. You cannot control everything, but you can control your effort and your attitude. A third misunderstanding is that Stoicism is about not caring about others or the world. People sometimes think Stoics are selfish or detached. This is not true. Stoicism teaches us to care deeply about others and to live in harmony with the world. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, who was a Roman emperor, wrote about the importance of helping others and being part of a community. He believed that we are all connected and that we should treat others with kindness and respect. Stoicism is not about being cold or distant. It is about being compassionate and understanding, while also recognizing that we cannot control how others behave. Another common misunderstanding is that Stoicism is about avoiding pain or discomfort. Some people think Stoics try to escape suffering by ignoring it or pretending it doesn't exist. This is not the case. Stoicism teaches us to face pain and discomfort with courage. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who was born a slave, said that suffering is a part of life, and we should not fear it. Instead, we should learn from it. For example, if you're going through a hard time, a Stoic would not say, "This is terrible, and I wish it would go away." Instead, they would say, "This is difficult, but I can learn from it. I can grow stronger and wiser because of it." Stoicism is not about avoiding pain. It is about using pain as a tool for growth. One of the most important Stoic concepts is the idea of focusing on what you can control. This is often misunderstood. People think Stoics don't care about things like success, health, or relationships because they are not fully in our control. This is wrong. Stoics care about these things, but they also understand that they cannot control everything. For example, you can work hard to be successful, but you cannot control whether you will get the job or promotion you want. You can eat healthy and exercise, but you cannot control whether you will get sick. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our efforts and not on the outcomes. This does not mean we don't care about outcomes. It means we don't let them define our happiness. Another misunderstood concept is the idea of Amor, Fati, which means love or fate. Some people think this means blindly accepting everything that happens, even if it is bad. This is not true. Amor Fati is about accepting what happens and finding a way to make the best of it. For example, if you lose your job, a Stoic would not say, "This is great, and I love it." Instead, they would say, "This is difficult, but I can use this as an opportunity to find a better job or learn new skills." Amor Fati is about seeing challenges as opportunities and finding meaning in every situation, even the hard ones. Stoicism is also misunderstood when it comes to the idea of happiness. Some people think Stoics don't care about being happy. This is not true. Stoics care about happiness, but they believe it comes from within, not from external things like money, fame, or possessions. The Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This means that happiness is not about what you have or what might happen. It is about how you think and feel right now. Stoicism teaches us to find joy in simple things, like spending time with loved ones, learning something new, or helping others. Another misunderstood concept is the idea of Memento Mori, which means remember that you will die. Some people think this is a depressing idea, but it is actually a powerful reminder to live a meaningful life. The Stoics believe that thinking about death helps us appreciate life and focus on what really matters. For example, if you knew you only had 1 year to live, how would you spend your time? Would you waste it on things that don't matter? Or would you focus on the people and activities that bring you joy and fulfillment? Memento Mori is not about fear. It is about inspiration. It reminds us to live fully and to make the most of every moment. Finally, Stoicism is often misunderstood as a philosophy for tough or serious people. Some people think you have to be strong or unemotional to practice Stoicism. This is not true. Stoicism is for everyone, no matter who you are or what you are going through. It is a practical philosophy that can help you deal with stress, uncertainty, and challenges in a healthy way. It teaches us to be resilient, but also to be kind, compassionate, and understanding. Stoicism is not about being tough. It is about being wise. In conclusion, Stoicism is a rich and powerful philosophy that is often misunderstood. It is not about being emotionless, passive, or detached. It is about understanding what you can control, taking action, and living a life of virtue and meaning. It is about facing challenges with courage, caring for others, and finding happiness within yourself. Stoicism teaches us to accept what we cannot change, to change what we can, and to have the wisdom to know the difference. It is a philosophy for real life, for real people, and for real challenges. If you take the time to understand Stoicism, you will find that it is not about being cold or distant. It is about being strong, wise, and compassionate. It is about living a good life, no matter what happens.